Hey y'all, this is Chris from Liven Up Fitness. I want to go through a series of movements for warm-up to get you guys primed and ready for exercise. These movements can be done in the gym or at home prior to your workouts. So let's get started. So what we're going to start with is a single leg reach. So the key with this movement is I want to get those palms towards the ceiling. What that's going to allow us to do is keep that back nice and straight, pinch those shoulder blades together. And what we're going to do is palms up, opposite leg nice and slow. We're going to bring that chest down towards the knee, straight back up. You guys can allow that toe to touch just for balance and stability. All right, if you guys are having trouble doing this without falling over, you can easily use a wall, use a pole, something for a little bit of stability. So I want to do one more here, palms up, chest down towards that knee, controlled, straight back up. Make sure you guys get a good stretch in those hamstrings. And as you progress, try to get a little bit lower. Our next movements we are going to be doing is what's called a standing hip car. And the idea with these is to really help loosen up those hips, separate those hips from the upper body so we can really take the lower back out of our movements. So what we're going to be doing is using a pole, using a wall, whatever you have for some stability. I do encourage you to hold on. However, we're using that just for balance. Don't try to really grip tight. Try to keep it nice and loose. What we're going to do is we're going to be getting that femur parallel with the floor. So it has to be nice and high, not here. So get it up good and high. From here, we're going to externally rotate the hip. So getting that foot out to the side. Then we're going to bring it around the body. Bring that foot all the way back as far as we can. Straight back around. I'm going to rotate it back in, back down. So again, from here, we're bringing it up. Going to rotate outside, we're going to bring it around. What I like to focus on is if there was a wall right here to my left side, what we're going to do is try to get that foot flat against that wall, keeping that leg nice and tall, back around, and then back down. Really try to get that full range of motion to hip, and make sure we keep that knee as high as you can throughout that full range there. Our next movement is we have some shoulders. So standing tall, embrace that core. Bringing one arm up, one arm back. Really focus that we're pulling back with our shoulders, not just pulling our hands back. Pull those shoulders back, stretch out the chest. And we're going to alternate those sides. Keeping that core braced. So again, one arm's going back, get a good stretch, pull the shoulders back, hold for 1 to 2 seconds. And we're going to alternate those. All right, really try to focus on getting that full range of motion in those shoulder blades and engage the scapula in the back. Our next movement here is we're going to be doing a Spider-Man rotation. So we are going to start in a push-up position. I want to get that outside foot as far as we can up near that hand or past the hand, but make sure we get that foot nice and flat. From here, we're going to be dropping the opposite knee. We're going to be opening up the inside arm, get a good rotation in the T-spine, good stretch. I want that hand to go back down, and I want you to reach back, get a good stretch in those hip flexors. I do encourage you to use some sort of pad for the knee, whether it's the turf or additional pad. We'll do one more facing. Get that outside foot up as far as we can, flat to the floor, dropping that knee. We're going to open up towards that inside knee, squeeze shoulder blades together. Good stretch. Let you bring that hand to the floor, and then reach back at a good stretch, stretching out those hips. All right, so we're going to do about 5 each side of those. From there, we are going to go into a squat. So now we're going to tie a bunch of these movements together, these joints together here. We're going to get opposite hand up overhead, the other hand's pointing straight down. I do want you to turn a little bit with the torso looking up. We're going to be dropping straight down. Try to bring that opposite hand to right in line with those heels. And we're going to try to do right in a straight line, straight down, straight back up. From here, we're going to rotate. Then we're going to do the other side. Drop straight down, bring that hand right in line with those heels, get as low as we can go. And we're going to do about 10 each side, nice and low. The next thing we're going to do is tie them all together. So we want to get the ankles, knees, hips, everything moving. And we're just going to do some nice, easy lateral hops. All right, as you guys loosen up, we'll be able to get a little bit wider. Really get those ankles, knees, hips, everything primed for exercise. From here, we're ready to go. Let's get rocking.